Weird beer styles, Halloween special, nice. Okay, it's kind of creepy, but the show must go on. I'm Dr. Hans, this is Dr. Hans Brewery, my channel about... What? I made myself ready, putting on the pumpkin hats and everything. Do you please think you can sort this out? So, thank you. This is my channel about beer and brewing, and if that's your cup of tea, don't think of becoming a subscriber. My channel sucks, so it's better that you go to someone else's channel and subscribe to them instead. Before you write a nasty comment, hear me out. Strange is in the eye of the beholder, and like my mom said, I've never been like any other kids. Halloween was not a thing when I was young, not in Sweden, and it's not really a big thing here nowadays either. It's a thing, but it's not like in the States. And I know that pumpkin beer, at least I think it's a big thing in the States. Let me know down in the comments. So let's get some pumpkin beer in the glass, maybe stop screaming, talk about pumpkin beer, brewing pumpkin beer history, and of course, the Swedish Halloween. Did not say that it was Halloween special. Beer! So this is Screaming Pumpkin Ale, brewed, yes. Fitting, right, isn't it? Screaming Pumpkin Ale, ale brewed with pumpkin and spices from Griffin Claw. Beer in the glass. Epic porn. Epic Halloween pour. Sorry. I can smell it from here. I'm a little bit jumpy, but it is scary. So I know I'm a little bit pumped, sorry. Beautiful. And good head. Do we get those almost like Christmas spices, cinnamon, nutmeg, and I think it's probably like, could be allspice. Yeah, cloves. Can't really smell the pumpkin. Cheers. Closest to me, this is gingerbread. So it's really nice, Christmassy beer. For me, that's why I associate these kind of flavors to Christmas. Because we don't have pumpkin pie here, at least I haven't had it. This video is sponsored, and it's sponsored by my mom. Yeah, it's rough. Thank you, Mom. So the pumpkin beer, it's not a style, so it could be whatever you want, and it doesn't even have to be pumpkin in it.
What? What? What?
But it most often has like, or maybe always has like these kind of spices to them. This was first seen in 1771. 1771 in the States, and to my knowledge is quite big. This would most often be some sort of ale, could be wheat beer, stout, or just like this, malty ale. But it could of course be brewed with lager yeast also. It has no rules, and as I said, you don't even need to add pumpkin. Some brews add pumpkin extract, some add the pumpkin at the boil, some add it at the mash. You could add it like doing a secondary fermentation with the pumpkin. You could go crazy. If I were to brew this, I would probably roast the pumpkin in the oven until it's soft, and then I would try to get it into the mash actually, to hopefully also convert the starches in the pumpkin into fermentable sugars. You will also of course get some of that conversion done already in the oven. Sometimes people are adding like molasses, honey, or other fermentables also. Spices, I think going with like cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, allspice, I would recommend that you go a little bit easy with the spices, because spice...
You are so beautiful, my Baron. Your skin, love to me. Your diseases lovingly cared for all eternity.
I will have a rat's bat for myself! He who controls the spice controls the universe!
A little bit of spice goes a long way, and I myself don't like a nutmeg bomb. And cinnamon is nice also, but not too much of it. I would say also that I could actually add some ginger to this, and it would be really nice, I think. Maybe it's just because I associate this with gingerbread. Take it easy with the spices. You can always add more spices. So add a little bit of spices at like the end of the boil, and if you feel like in the end of fermentation, take a sample and feel. If you feel that you need more spices, you can just do a tincture, boil up some spices and add that, but I would recommend adding it at the end of fermentation, not after fermentation, so you still have the drive to get all of that oxygen off. But if you're anyways gonna like do a tincture with gelatin or oyster shells, fish bladder, and add that to the cold beer, you could add the spices then to that hot tincture. And that is, of course, to pasteurize everything so you don't infect your beer. Swedish Halloween is a small thing here in Sweden. It's not like widely celebrated. You actually see it most at the store. That is the biggest. And there are some kids doing like the trick or treat. We actually have our own version of this. The kids dress up as little witches and go around and ask. Not like trick or treat, at least we did, we draw some pictures and handed them over and hope for candy. And there is these like stories about witches, so it's a little bit different, but it's the closest thing we have, but it's on the other side of the year.
Jag ska gå påskkärring. Och det sover en gammal kärring. Knackar på varje dörr.
Gå härifrån, annars får du smörj.
Jag ska gå påskkärring. Fylla mina fina påskägg.
Besides my mom, this channel is also sponsored by my patrons and channel members. Thank you so very much. And if you are up for more bad content, why don't you check that out? Do you have any suggestion for a weird beer that would fit the Weird Beer Styles mini-series? Let me know down in the comments. Why don't you pop and watch this video? Thank you so much for watching. I guess I see you in the next one.
1771